Premier League game week 1. We live. Underdogs back on top. We saw Brentford crash it in on Spurs. We saw Hull City crash it in on United. The underdogs are winning. Even City won. Imagine. Crazy stuff.
Relax.
Want to start to the Premier League? Let's get into it. Bro, what's up, bro? How you doing?
I grind because I gotta get paid. 1% chance, 99% faith.
I'm good, bro. All I can say is,
My boy, get out of here with that, man. Get out of here.
let's
Premier
see.
League champions, we're going back. What did Drake say? We're going back to back.
Which kid is that?
This is the one
Which
my
year,
ex
Baba?
bought me, man. Didn't your ex buy you that City kid as well?
So they just can't afford the new ones on their own.
Look, let's talk football, bro. People came in for football, not for our failed relationships. So
Big facts.
it's saying game week 1. As I mentioned, we saw the underdogs really step up. Is the days of the traditional Big Six over? Maybe there's no more Big Six. Premier League is so competitive now. Anybody can beat anyone. What do you think about the Big Six days? Are they over?
I'm surprised you didn't say it's a big one now, because it seems like you guys are gonna walk the league again.
100% we're gonna dog walk you guys.
Relax, Baba, relax. Yeah, man. Big Six is looking like the Big 15 now, because even Man United at the bottom of the league. I was actually looking on Friday. We didn't even play a match, and Man United already below us. Bro. Like, these guys are washed. And yeah, man. A lot of the guys are complaining, saying the midfield is looking power, being tired. But I think a lot of it is due to the style of play that the Premier League has adopted. Obviously, the set piece football now. There's a lot of the goals are coming from set pieces. So a lot of the teams are focusing on set piece, and obviously this new style of play, we're playing out from the back. It creates so many mistakes if the players are not quality players. You look at the goals at was it Brighton? Yeah, the goals at Brighton scored. I think 2 of them were like mistakes at the back from Aston Villa. I know they lost majority of their big players like Konza, Tillemans left, Watkins obviously going, Sancho, etc. But yeah, man, a lot of mistakes at the back. So, hey, Premier League is open to anyone. But yeah, man, Man City won. Maresca has arrived. Holding number 2, Baba. I'm ready now.
Look, I think what we love about Premier League is the gap between the top teams and the small teams.
Yeah.
It seems like it gets smaller every season. The mid-table teams and the smaller clubs look like they get better every season. Because I mean, if you can take the top 3 of the Premier League, right, versus the top 3 in La Liga versus the top 3 in Bundesliga, there's not much between them, to be honest. Where the Premier League beats the other leagues is the Brentfords and the Aston Villas. Okay, Aston Villa had a terrible game. The Brightons, those teams, the mid-table teams, they seem to get better and better every year. And like this, it sounds cliche, we say it all the time, but there's really no easy games in Premier League. So I think the days of when City and Liverpool were getting 199 points, 98 points, I think those days are gone. I think nowadays you can win the league. We saw last season, you can win the league with 80-something points now, because it's just so tough. You're going to drop points. You're going to drop points. All the teams are so. But look, we'll get into all of that. But like I said, shout out to the underdogs, Brentford, Hull City. Really, really gave us a good weekend of football. It's just great that Premier League football is back. This is what we needed. This is what we missed. Let's start with Friday night. Prem opener. Premier League champions versus newly promoted Coventry City. We had the fireworks there, singing the angel, Ezri Konza walking onto the pitch. And then, my boys did the thing, 3-0 victory. What did you think of Arsenal's performance? I think we were absolutely brilliant. I think we made a statement on Friday.
Yeah, look, it's just a continuation of what you guys were doing last season, if I'm being honest. One of the only teams that still has the same manager, because if you look at City, we have a new manager now. Man United, obviously, they carrying on with Carrick. You can call him a semi-new manager. Liverpool, obviously, they took Slot out after, he won the league, and it's quite a cutthroat industry. Chelsea has a new manager, Xabi Alonso, coming into the mix. So, one of the only teams that continue with the same manager, pretty much the same team as well, and just added on to what you guys were already building. So I think you can just, even the style of play, you guys will just continue what you were doing well. I'm glad, Odegaard is back now. One of my favorite Arsenal players. I won't even lie. I love the way he plays. I feel like he would fit in perfect into one of Pep's old teams, like, well, 2018, 2017, with Sterling in the yeah, man, Odegaard, obviously, he looks like he's coming back to his best. I hope he stays fit. The guy clearly has glass legs, but, he played well. Saka with the new haircut also now. Let's see, maybe he'll run a bit faster. I won't be limping so much in the matches. But yeah, man, I think, yeah, you guys are set for a good season. And I saw your FPL name, call me what? Better Call Saul. See you guys as recruiting boy. This guy clouding. Better Call Saul. Yeah, no, I see you guys are recruiting some nice players as well. So yeah, man, I think Arsenal just continue what you guys did last season, bro.
Yeah, like I agree with you. We definitely keeping on where we left off. I think going into the season, we have the most stability out of all the teams. Like you said, we have the same manager. We've strengthened our team, Bruno Guimaraes in Konza, Soles. So we're looking ready. We look ready. We look stable. Saka looks back to his best. He was out basically the whole of last season. He looks fit again. He looks like he's got his speed back. Like you said, Odegaard back to his best. So, it's looking scary for the rest of the league. I'm not even being biased. It's looking like Arsenal looks like they ready to go back to back. Like I said, they look the most stable. There's a lot of question marks on some of the other teams. I think Arsenal has the least question marks. Let me say that. So, look, I think we're the favorites going into the season. In terms of the performance itself, we look good. We look very fluid. Martin Odegaard, like you said, back to his best. Lewis Kelly is getting better every game, every single game. He keeps getting better. Havertz, when Havertz starts for us, we play our best football. He might not be as clinical as Gyökeres or some other strikers in the league, but he makes other people better. He's got his link-up play, hold-up play, presses, brings other people into the game. So I think when Havertz starts for us, we look like a much more fluid team. Like our front line moves all over the place. Sometimes you'll see Havertz dropping back. You'll see him on the left, maybe on the right, which is very different to what Gyökeres gives us. Gyökeres very much stays into the penalty box. So I think that's also why we look so good on the attack against City and now against Coventry. So hopefully Havertz can stay fit. Last season he didn't. He missed most of the season last season as well. So that's something also you need to remember, is that we're getting Havertz, Saka, that missed a big portion of last season back. Odegaard as well. They're going to be like new signings. So yeah, Arsenal are looking good. What do you think about the Konza signing?
That's going on and on and on and on and on. I've never heard you speak so much, bro. It's just you're happy, man. Hey, no, it's this guy's wild. Yeah, no, it's a good signing, man. I think you guys you're preaching in the right areas. He's obviously like a good in terms of his defensive stats from last season. You guys are just like, are we adding to what people are doing to Villa and Newcastle? They're taking all of these players. Just adding to that, man. I think it's a good balance. That you guys are building with the team. Obviously, Saliba is also now out. I don't know how long he's going to be out for. But yeah, it's a good signing. We'll see what he does as time goes on. Obviously, he still has to adjust to the team, and so that's Bruno Guimaraes, depending on how much Arteta plays in, maybe plays in more when it comes to Europe. But yeah, man, it's quality stuff, right? Let's speak about Man City, man. This guy, we won the last minute.
We'll get there. Relax. I'm host. This is my show. I'm the captain now. Talk to me about Better Call Saul, bro. What did you think of his performance? He looked good in preseason as well.
Yeah. No, I think he's getting to the team quite fast. I don't know who's gonna play in that position of yours. I feel like you guys have so many options in terms of the midfield, because obviously Lewis Stelly is there as well. Bruno's gonna want some game time, Rice as well. But I also feel like it's gonna give the other guys a chance to rest as well, because a lot of the last season players like Rice and stuff. So they were playing a lot of minutes. So I think he's gonna give you guys that. like fresh option. And yeah, man, he was quality. I think he looked like he was playing for you guys, like since last season already. So yeah, I hate talking about Arsenal players, but yeah, no, I have to give it to the team. Going to like the style that you guys play. Last season we were complaining about you guys playing set piece style and Harambo, no block, etc. But yeah, I think your midfield is looking super exciting.
I saw something after the game where Carragher and Neville and them were talking, and they say they still feel like Arsenal could do with a world-class attacker. Do you think that's something Arsenal needs? Do you think we still lack that, like Vini Jr. or Alvarez, or do you think we don't really need that because of the way we play? We share the goals across the pitch. Everyone contributes, even with our set pieces. The defenders contributed goals. Do you think Arsenal needs that world-class attacker, or do you think it's going to disrupt the team and that maybe we don't need that player?
I mean, you lost Trossard last season. I think someone left. Or
Trossard left, and then Cholas came in and replaced him. But yeah, Trossard left.
yeah, I'm not sure. I think the famous saying is, don't fix what's not broken. So or don't change what's not broken. So yeah, I mean, you guys made it to the final of the Champions League last season, but obviously then struggled to like win the game. To go to penalties, of course. And if you look at the team that beat you guys, they obviously have like star-studded players up front. And yeah, if you could you can win the Premier League with the current team that you guys have. But yeah, if you're looking for that extra player to like support when Saka's out, whether if he's injured or not, and you're looking for like someone who can create or beat players, then yeah, I do think a player like Vinicius or like a Kvaratskhelia, one of the PSG players would be like a good addition to your team. But at the same time, I don't think you need that, because once you bring that into the team, then it takes away like personalities can start clashing. And obviously you guys have like a unique style of play where you're passing the ball around all the players and yeah, with the number 9 finishing some of the times, but last season we scored a lot of the goals are coming from like the back line and stuff. So I think it's fine the way you guys are playing right now.
Mm. Look, I think we still lack. I personally think we still lack that world-class forward. I think our team is good enough to win the Premier League, good enough to win the Champions League. But we saw in that, for example, the PSG final, a moment of brilliance by Kvaratskhelia against PSG a goal. So sometimes in those big games, if you want to take it to the next level, you want to go to the next step, sometimes there's only so far tactics can get you. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you need star player, you need star quality, like a Kevin De Bruyne, who sometimes City are in the mud. The team's defending well, they're struggling to score. Kevin De Bruyne, a moment of brilliance. So I don't know. I still think we lack that world-class forward. But it's to me, it's not a necessity. I wouldn't disrupt the team culture and all of that to get that. If the player's not there, if he's not available, if the player we want's not there, I think we'll be okay without it anyway. But I do think we need it. But okay, finally, since you'll be on your knees begging, City versus City versus Bournemouth, a rematch of your worst nightmare last season. Talk to me about the performance. Actually, wait, before we get into the performance, I went to apply today to my friend Sepo's house. Pro, he's also a City fan. I'm looking at the lineup. I'm seeing Rico Lewis, O'Reilly, Anderson, Gay, Guardiola. I'm like, who's playing in midfield? Where's the creativity? What's going on? How did you feel about that lineup that he put out?
Like, you know what I think? I think Pep Guardiola is still the coach of the team. I feel like he set out that lineup. That's such a Pep Guardiola thing to do. Because what I saw essentially in the match, I see he was playing the back two. So obviously Ruben Diaz and Husanov were staying at the back, and then Guy was essentially playing as like a pivot, number 6, and then obviously overloading the midfield. But then over time, that ended up giving us a lot of congestion in the midfield. That's why we were struggling to create chances and stuff. But yeah, man, I was super surprised at the lineup, super defensive. And we have so many players on the bench, like for creativity. Like Shaky was on the bench. So many Kovacic was on the bench as well. So if you wanted to play a double pivot, you could play with him. But hey, man, what can I say? Guy got the goal, the equalizer. So I can't hate, bro.
Yeah, look, I think I I also think the lineup. I think he got the lineup wrong. I think we can say that because first half, Bournemouth were better than City in the first half. When he made the changes in the second half, you guys were better. So I think it's fair to say he got the lineup wrong. And also, you guys kept getting caught on the counter attack in the wide areas behind the fullbacks because you guys have very attacking fullbacks, and then they kept you guys in the counter attack. So a bit of a dodgy one from the Pep from Wish there. But overall, I see Alan misses Pep so much he even cut his hair off.
Hey, this guy. I saw you gave him a call there.
You know what they say? You know, I'm a religious man, bro. You know Samson from the Bible. You know what happened to him when he cut it?
Hey, this guy, relax, bro. This is how Haaland started off. You know, you guys are used to the hair, but he started off with no hair. So that's when he was coming up at RP and Dortmund as well. So he's going back to those days, bro.
Well, moving on from the lineup to talk to you about the performance. How did you feel about the performance of City overall?
Yeah, no, I was not happy with the performance. Like you said, the lineup was also affecting us in terms of like the goal forward. And yeah, man, a lot of the players look like you can see that it's the first match back. Like Foden, I feel like he's a player who put out the video after the Community Shield match saying, "Oh, Steve is washed." I feel like he's becoming such a one-dimensional player. Like you know what he's gonna do. He struggles with 1v1s. And yeah, man, a lot of the times, like I think the two defenders were holding down Haaland so well. We couldn't even put crosses into the box. So we had to play through the middle, but you don't have the technical players anymore like Bernardo Silva and Rodri to be able to squeeze in those passes. So yeah, I mean, we're struggling a lot, and I think it's similar to the past few seasons where teams catch us on the counter and then they score, and you know, I'm starting to doubt Donnarumma more and more as the matches keep going. I thought we signed a quality keeper, you know, someone who's going to hold it down so we can focus on what's happening in front. But yeah, man, and Anderson obviously first match in, I think he was holding it down quite well. He was blocking a lot of the counter attacks that could have went easily Bournemouth's side. And yeah, man, also he was the one trading a few passes here and there. Semenyo, you know, from preseason, you know, he was cooking, was looking like prime time Ghanaian Ronaldo, but then he came back now, first match. He was struggling a lot, and yeah, man, I think I want to see the some of the old players like Doku come in the mix. Shaky came in second half, 2 assists, so I think we're definitely missing that. Yeah, you got the lineup wrong today.
I think we must stop talking about City and Arsenal. Bro was rambling on and on and on and on.
It's too much to say.
Talking about City and Arsenal. Yeah, well, look, I agree with you 100%, especially on the Foden part. I think he's looking one-dimensional. I think what would benefit Foden is identifying what his best position is. If Foden can say, Enzo, I want to be a number 10. I am a number 10. That's my best position. Let me play 3-4 games in a row then. Let's see what he does. But I don't even know what his best position is. He's just ass everywhere. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a false footballer.
You say he's a strip club.
You're gonna censor us, bro. Relax. Well, look, you guys came out on top on the end. I think also Guardiola was one of your best players. Shout out Guardiola. Donnarumma, I don't know what's going on with him, bro. It's not like he's even old. He's not even 30 years old yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like it when you look at the hairline, but he just got married. I think that marriage, I don't know what maybe they're having fights before the match. Every time he comes on, he looks like he's not focused.
I think Donnarumma's having the Samson effect. Now that he's losing his hair, losing his goalkeeping ability, bro.
So everyone's having the Samson effect now.
That's why I'm growing my hair out. Can't you see?
Hey, this guy.
But yeah, man, you guys came out on top in the end. That's what good teams do. Good teams find a way to win. Do you still have question marks over Enzo?
I don't know. I'll give him some time. I want to see his style because obviously he's been out of managing for a bit since he left Chelsea. So I'll give him some time, see what he does with the team. It's a lot of players are still obviously coming back from injuries and stuff. So I want to see what's his best starting 11. If he's consistent with that, or if he keeps changing it up like Pep does. So yeah, man, I'll give him some time. I'll give him some time. I'll say that much.
And I see here we go from Fabrizio, 100 million for I don't know how to say his name probably. I think it's Baudi. Can you say it Baudi? The Moroccan midfielder. Breakout star in the World Cup. Here we go. Just at the right time because I saw Anderson went off injured. So yeah, bit of a tricky one there, but good signing to your midfield. I still think you guys lack a bit of. You lost Bernardo Silva. You lack that player that can control a game. Like a Bernardo Silva, Odegaard, Pedri. That person that can control the tempo of a game. I do still think you lack that player. But good signing nonetheless. Are you excited?
Yeah, for sure. I think today, if this is what he wants to play, the double pivots, Vardy is a perfect player for that, man, because he's up and down in the pitch, box to box player, but he's also super technical. Like you can't press the man. He controls the tempo of the game, like we saw through the World Cup when he was playing with Morocco. So yeah, man, I'm super excited. I hope it's not that hype train again. A lot of players get hyped after the World Cup, and then they sign him and then he starts playing pop. So I'm a bit skeptical about that, but yeah, man, I'm excited. And obviously Enzo, I don't know about Enzo, man. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a big fan of him, but yeah, we'll see who else they sign because we do need some big signings after the players that left.
100%. Let's move on to your rivals, your city rivals, Manchester United. Hull City came 2 set-piece goals, crashed it on their head. I actually watched that game. Oh, bro, it looked like the atmosphere. I love it, the first game of the season for newly promoted teams because the atmosphere is always pumping, bro. Like they look like they were up for it. Every time they tackle a United player, then the crowd roars. Like look like a great atmosphere. 2 set-piece goals. United conceded, created barely anything on attack. Tielemans and Santos, hey, that midfield, bro. That midfield has no stamina, no legs. Yo, I don't know what's going on there. Tielemans looks like he's slower than Casemiro. I remember I sent a message on our FPL group saying United win the league every year in preseason. And then when the season starts, you see reality. Talk to me about United. Were you surprised? Obviously, you're surprised at that result.
Yeah, I must say, I was surprised, but they were playing away, so it's a bit shaky. And also, I think, we saw them preseason, they were struggling against Amorim's team. So, I thought maybe that was just preseason stuff, but you can see that they're still missing a few players. They're still playing with the same backline from 2022. Luke Shaw, Maguire. I don't know, the recruitment team might need a bit of a shake up there. But yeah, you're right about the midfield. The gents are looking like trucks there. Tielemans and Santos as well. But yeah, see now they recruited Baleba. Gents are saying Baleba is gonna save Man United. I don't know about that. I mean, he's quite a young player, still very much inexperienced. I feel like they needed an experienced signing to replace Casemiro. A lot of the guys are saying obviously Mainu should be getting more minutes. I want to see if he plays him more this season, but he also doesn't have legs, so they definitely need legs in that midfield. And also Bruno doesn't really help when it comes to things like defense or running around the pitch a lot. So yeah, man. And like I said earlier, the Premier League now it's a lot about set pieces and playing out from the back. So as we saw, 2 goals from set piece for Hull. And also there's this new rules in the Premier League about set pieces where you can't, pull players and hold players as much anymore. Obviously, VAR is looking at that. But then Harry Maguire was busy holding his own players. I don't know which rule book he got. But so yeah, man. New season, same old United.
Yeah, 100%, man. Look, I think Baleba will be a good. It's not gonna change their whole life, but it'll be a good signing for them. Like you said, they need legs in the midfield. That's one thing he definitely has. He has legs, physicality, can get up and down the pitch. So I think him alongside Tielemans might be better than Santos alongside Tielemans. In terms of United, they definitely, I think, need a centre back. They still, like you said, starting the same.
Yeah.
Shaw has been there for I don't know how long, bro. And the fact we can't challenge for a league title with Aiden Heaven and Maguire as your centre backs. They definitely need some numbers, and remember they're not playing one game a week. Last season they played one game a week. They're back in Champions League now. The pressure's going to be on Michael Carrick. He's not interim manager. They gave you the job permanently. The pressure's going to be on him. So, yeah, they're going to have to step it up, and they're going to have to step it up fast. As much as I hate United, the league is better when United is good. You know, we don't want to see United there languishing 15th again for another season. Actually, I'm lying. Let them be. Fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You know the better half of Manchester, Baba. But United also, I must say, they have a couple of injuries. I know Ahmad now is out for, I think, 6 weeks. There's obviously there's someone in the midfield as well. I think is injured.
Yeah, I think Lisandro Martinez also is not fit yet.
Martinez also. Yeah, and then even Baleba, I think he's also out. So they're signing an injured player. Mason Mount is out. Mason Mount.
I think United's biggest issue is their recruitment. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah, the recruitment is horrible.
But yeah, look, we'll see. It's one game. Like I said, I watched the game. The atmosphere in the stadium was electric. So Al City were really pumped for that game. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe next week they'll do a bit better. But I do think they're a couple signings short if they want to challenge for the league. Let's move across to my rivals, Tottenham Hotspurs. 3-0 forfeit against Brentford. Wow. People were telling me, Tottenham, they look back. They signed Tonali and they signed this and that. Tottenham is back. Back to what? 3-0. They got cooked. They got cooked. But to be fair, they're also missing quite a few players from injury as well. Tottenham have, I think, about 6 players that are out. But, man, Brentford looked good. I saw in preseason, I think there was a game where, I don't know if you saw that, they won by like a massive scoreline, like 14-0 or something. They beat a Bundesliga team.
Jeez.
Yeah, talk to me about Tottenham.
What was the guy's expression at the end of the match, bro? So he just had his hands up. He's like, he's like, what's going on? He's looking at Medicine. Medicine's obviously finally back. Yeah, man.
And then the other guy does this.
First of all, Tottenham are not even supposed to be in the Premier League in the first place. This season, they were supposed to get relegated last season. They scraped through, and you can see the results of that obviously now. But yeah, man, Tottenham, I don't really know what's their identity, first of all, like what style of football that they want to play. They also try to play out from the back, but also make a lot of mistakes. And yeah, man, with the new signings, I see they're also signing Marmoush and Savinho now as well. It just feels like to me they don't have like a team, but they have a few star players here and there. In the midfield, you'll find like Bissouma, etc. And then you go to the forwards instead of Charleston, but it doesn't seem like a team that plays well together. And they even have a World Cup winner, Pedro Porro. He also couldn't produce, but you also just have to give the credit to Brentford, man. Those guys are, they're cooking, continuing what they did last season as well. Yeah, man, like you said, there's no more top 6 in the Premier League, man. It's top everything, top 15. Anyone can get it. Even today we saw Brighton chowing. So yeah, man, what can we say?
Yeah, 100%. I think we just spoke about United and their poor recruitment over the years. You jump over to Brentford, who they lose their best striker, Ivan Toney. Somehow they find another striker out of nowhere that can come and score 20 goals. They just seem to find, whenever they lose a big player, they seem to find another player from somewhere for 5 million, and then he hits the ground running. So quite the opposite to United, where it just shows you how important recruitment is, especially with these small teams, because they don't have the budget. If they miss on a signing, it's a big thing. They don't have money to waste. So yeah, shout out to Brentford. Their recruitment's been excellent. It's actually a funny story that their coach was their set-piece coach, and now he's their head coach. And look how well he's doing. It's actually crazy. But I think you're spot on in terms of Tottenham not having an identity. I don't know what their identity is. We have to give the Zerbi time as a new manager, but Tottenham, I don't know, man. Before we knew what type of football they played, they had Kane and Son. They were good on the counter-attack. Even back in the days when they had Bale and Modric, they had an identity. Now, you're right. It's like, we don't know. and they're changing managers all the time. They're changing players all the time. So we'll see what happens. The Zub is a new manager, so let's give him time. Let's talk about the match that happened today. We're recording this on Sunday. Liverpool, Newcastle. Did you manage to catch that game?
I didn't. I saw just a little bit. I saw Ilanga's goal. Yeah, the man is gas, bro. I don't know if you saw him, and he ran from his own half, pacing Kirkes, giving Kirkes trouble all night. And also they're saying Lewis Hall gave away the penalty on purpose because he's trying to dip. They say he was. They say he wants to go to Man United. I think that'll be a nice signing. But yeah, man. I don't see who scored for Liverpool, but yeah, Newcastle. I'm surprised that they ended up being able to get a point from the match. Obviously, they also lost a lot of players. Guimaraes came to you guys. Tonali as well. So they also lost a few players. So I'm surprised that they still picking up. They also lost the manager, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Liverpool also still struggling, but obviously adjusting now to the new manager. So yeah, I'd love to see them, how they progress without the likes of Salah, Trent, obviously. So yeah, did you catch the match?
Yeah, I catch the match. It was actually a really entertaining game, end to end. Newcastle brilliant on the counter attack. Both their goals came from catching Liverpool on the counter attack. Liverpool had the possession and stuff, but they weren't convincing at all. In terms of chance creation, they didn't create much. The goals they did score, the first goal was Gakpo scored a absolute golazo outside the box, brilliant finish into the bottom corner. And then they scored from a penalty. So a very unconvincing performance from Liverpool. And like you said, credit to Newcastle, they lost a lot of players, big players. They lost their manager. A lot of people are putting them as one of the teams that's going to disappoint this season. So shout out to them. Liverpool, it was a tricky one. I think when you look at the summer they had, right, and the signings they made, for me, when I looked at the transfer window that they've had, it looks to me like they haven't really gotten much better versus last season. I don't know. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I can't think of like a super big signing that they had. Obviously, they had up front at least they had the guy who was injured for a while now, Keteke. But doesn't seem like they can sign anyone else because they just signed Isak last season for obviously record breaking. So he finally has now to pick up the pace and start playing well. And other recruitments as well. They haven't really picked up on like midfield, like strengthening their midfield. I think they still like the players that they do have, obviously Havertz and McAllister, but he seems like he might be going as well. I see he's on our radar as well, McAllister. So yeah, I think that I'm a bit surprised that they haven't spent. Maybe they don't have as much finances after the big spending the previous season. So yeah, maybe he just wants to Ariola. He just wants to pick up with the players that he has and then just implement his game plan there. But yeah, these days I think you need to be able to have two really good squads, or at least your substitutes need to be as good as the starting player. And I don't really see that with Liverpool.
Yeah, no, 100%. I actually think they got worse because they lost Konate, who's a good centre back. They brought in Araujo, who's not as good as Konate in my opinion. They lost Salah as well. So I actually think they're going to the season less strong than last season. Ekitike is going to be out for the whole season. So yeah, I'm not convinced by Liverpool. And like you said, I also don't believe in their depth either. I don't think they've got the depth. They brought some players on today. I didn't know who the hell they were. Like some young, I'm like, who are these guys, bro? I don't know who they were, but yeah, Liverpool also another team similar to United where they've got some holes. I think they still need to plug. Not convinced at all by Liverpool, so we'll see. All that being said, we've got another game. Obviously, I think it's tomorrow. Chelsea are playing tomorrow. I'm interested to see Xabi Alonso, how he's going to set up. Yeah. But all that being said, I'm going to put you on the spot, yeah? I want you to give me your top six, your predicted top six for the season. Well, let's say
top six.
Should we do top four? Make it easy for you, top four.
Okay. Do you want me to give ranking as well? Like who's going to be first or just ranking the four
as well? I'm putting you on the spot right now.
Beginning of the season, deep.
Okay. Let me say this. As things stand, we can do this again when the transfer window is closed. We'll do an official one. I'll post it on our platforms as well. But as things stand right now, What is your top four?
Yeah, look, if I'm being honest and I'm taking my emotions out of it, I do see you guys taking the league over 38 games. It's quite a long time, and you guys already have an identity. So I'll say Arsenal number one. Yeah, the number two position is shaky, man. I'll say us number two, Man City number two, and number three. Mm, mm, mm. I think Chelsea with the new manager Xabi Alonso is a younger manager, so you understand the players more. That's the signings that they made, the Kroos strengthening the back, midfield as well. Yeah, I think let's say Chelsea third. Chelsea will get a top four finish, and number four. Let me know in the comments who you guys think will end up in the top four. But number four for me, uh, oh, maybe. Maybe Brentford or let's say
What?
let's give let's give one of these teams one of the smaller teams a pick because I know last season for example Sunderland had a really good season, a lot of clean sheets. So let's say Brentford or something. That number four
Brentford
spot I don't
fourth,
know.
Champions League spot.
Hey bro, this is the Premier League is open now.
Guys, you guys heard it here first. Brentford's coming in fourth. Champions League. This man has lost his marbles, bro. Man is lost. He's cooked. This is not a disclaimer. This is not a reflection of the big fixture. This is
just
pros predictions.
just watch.
That's a crazy one. I'm definitely posting that on our social media. I think
Just watch, bro.
I agree. Arsenal first. I'm gonna go City second. I'm gonna go Chelsea third. I think they made some really good signings. I like the signings that they made. And then I'm gonna go United fourth. I think Liverpool are gonna have a bad season. I think bold take, Slot gets sacked before the end of the season. That's my bold
I
take.
mean, Areola.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Areola gets sacked before the end of the season.
Yeah, it's a tough one. They in Champions League, or they're not in Champions League this season.
They are, but I just look at their recruitment, their depth.
Mhm.
I'm not convinced. I like Areola. I think he's a good manager. But
Mhm.
as things stand, if they don't make any more signings, I'm really not convinced. I don't see them qualifying for Champions League.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big take.
It's a big
United
take,
over Liverpool.
bigger than Brentford being fourth.
Okay, I'm not saying Brentford per se, but I feel like one of the smaller teams like
Don't
that,
take it back.
like a
Don't take it
like
back.
a Brighton. Crazy. And Tottenham, you don't see Tottenham because obviously they have a lot of new signings. I feel like if they can pick up pace, maybe they can end like top six.
Yeah. No, I think they'll have a much better season than last season. I think they'll end up in the top 8 for sure. But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't see them. I think it's a rebuilding season for them. But yeah, look,
Okay.
a lot of big games coming up this season. We're gonna be covering all of them right here on YouTube. We're posting the shorts on our TikTok, Facebook. Unfortunately, our Instagram is down right now. We're working very hard to get our Instagram back. We're working very hard. Please pray for us. But yeah, we'll be posting every week. Please keep up with us. Engage with us on our platforms. We love it when you guys engage. Engage with us here on this video. If you think Pro has lost his mind with Brentford be coming forth, let us know who your top 4 is. If you think United look good heading into the season, Liverpool, let us know how you feel. Write down here in the comments. And stay tuned. We're gonna keep dropping videos weekly. Like I said, the season is back. We back.
So,
We're gonna be here throughout all of it, talking it through with you guys. I'm very excited for the season. It's gonna be a great one. Pro, is there anything you want to say before we close off?
yeah, man. Honorable mentions: Ipswich Town. All the new teams actually that came into the Premier League this season. I I think they've been good this weekend, except obviously Coventry. Yeah, I don't think they were ever gonna win against you guys. And yeah, man, Premier League is back. Hey, we super excited. And yeah, we're playing Man United soon. The Manchester Derby. I feel like we'll finish them. And yeah, man, maybe we might live stream that match. We'll see. We'll live stream some of the big matches on TikTok. We'll just watch out on our TikTok, the big fixture on TikTok. Let us know in the comments which team you support. What's your top four? What do you think? Who do you think is going to take the top four by the end of the season? I had some wild takes. Dean says Areola's going to be kicked out of Liverpool by the end of the season. Liverpool is changing managers like underwears. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll be back next week with the Premier League review again.
Bro saying shout out Ipswich. Wow. Top 5 most humble moments. That's it from us, guys. TBF.